Alright, so I'm gonna do another reaction video. So this is gonna be a reaction to searching for remnants of the 2008 Parkersburg EF5 tornado by Swegle Studios. So let's check this out.
On May 25th, 2008, Parkersburg, Iowa was hit with the massive EF5 tornado that leveled half of the southern part of the city. And that's where we're at today. We're here in Parkersburg. We're gonna look around, see if we can find any remnants, see if we can find any ruins, look at how they've rebuilt, because it's a pretty small town. It's got a population of about 2,000, and
2,000.
probably down the street. So join me on this journey as we see how Parkersburg has rebuilt since the 2008 EF5 tornado. And right off the bat, we have a little mural, which is pretty sweet.
Okay.
Better together, recovery, resilience. As you can see, you got a tornado right there. And that's really what this town has become known for. If you look at Parkersburg on Google,
that's kind of how I found out about this place.
A lot of it is about just the city rebuilding after the tornado, because Parkersburg really did become a model city for regrowth. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to kind of walk the path and see what we can find. Now we are in downtown right now, which was not impacted by the tornado, as the tornado hit the southern portion of the city. So
downtown is usually rarely even hit by tornadoes.
The city that was hit the most. So here's the satellite imagery of Parkersburg before the tornado. Note the green foliage throughout the town. And here's Parkersburg in October 2008, about 5 months afterwards.
I saw a video of like a surveillance.
The southern portion of the town.
I first found out about this for like there was a video of a surveillance video of a there was a tornado of a tornado literally destroying a house on like a surveillance camera. So
most of it being EF4 damage. However, there was EF5 damage towards the eastern part of the city. You can use the curve on this road right here as a reference when comparing the photos to the satellite imagery. Overall, the tornado took the lives of 9 people whose locations are marked.
Crap, now my
also injured
phone needs charge.
People. And the tornado didn't
1 second. Alright, let's get back to this.
Impact Parkersburg. It was actually over 40 miles long, going from west of Parkersburg all the way to the west of Fairbanks. So I'll be hopping throughout the video to kind of give you an idea of the specific location we are located in and the damage that we are looking at. What we're going to do is we're actually going to walk part of the street that entered into the path, and you're going to see a big difference in the trees, the buildings, the homes. Everything's a lot newer. Even look at this window. We got a cow up in that window. Very cool. Very
cow.
Neat. Our current location is on 3rd Street on the edge of the tornado's path, walking south.
Whoa, hold on. Yeah, unfortunately, this laptop doesn't have an ad blocker installed, so we're gonna have some advertisements. So, yeah.
Well, right now, we are walking, and we're coming up on the tornado's path. So we're not in the path yet, we're on the edge of the path. And as you can see, the trees are a little bit older. The homes are a little bit older. So here's the old part of the town. Then quickly things change. You got old homes behind me. And then you got new homes coming up right away. So new homes, newer trees, smaller trees. You have a few empty lots.
I lived through the tornado.
Yeah, and you were...
oh, so he's tornado survivor.
I made it through that one, but I don't want to try another one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One's enough.
One is enough. And you lived over...
Story I want to tell you about the tornado.
See, from that house, that was the last house standing. That big
right.
One. Yeah.
With the front porch.
As far as I can really remember, I've only gone. I can only if good grief. The most amount of tornadoes that I know of that I've gone through, as far as I know, I've only gone for like 21 tornadoes, I think. There's like a website that is like it get as like data of like like different tornadoes that happen in a certain place, and I think there was like, I don't know how many tornadoes there were on there, but like it basically added like tornadoes from like probably sometime in the 60s all the way up to like 2015. I was born in like 2003. And my first tornado was in 2006. And it's like hold on a minute. All right, here's the website I was talking about. So yeah, so we've got tornadoes from 1955. So so I was born November 23rd, 2003. And so why are there multiple of these? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, never mind. But I don't know why it's like that. So that was like 9. Then there was 2018, 2019. I think one time in 2020. Then 2021. And then 2022, which I wanted to record it, but I didn't get a flippin' emergency alert pop up. I don't know why, but I just didn't. So that was like, so that's like, 15 tornadoes, that I have gone through. No, 14, actually. On the world.
Porch? Nice front porch.
The last house.
Wow, and then everything from that point on is small trees, new homes.
It's gone.
Wow.
I mean, flat. It just like it was pushing me first, and then all of a sudden my feet left the ground, and I just kind of moved horizontal.
Right.
Until it decided to let me down easy.
Right.
Well, then you were kind of unconscious.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
You forgot about that part.
And I lit on my knees, not a bruise. It took 3 big walnuts out.
Wow.
And that one lit, and it missed the house by about that much.
Wow.
And
Wow.
but it was about that far above my head. Because when I got up, and lo and behold, it knocked. I had a window air conditioner, and it knocked that off the house, the tree.
Dang, man.
And laying on top of that air conditioner was a prayer book, a Lutheran prayer book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God was with you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend, Mary, and her husband, they went to the basement. And after it was all over, he got out. The house was gone. They couldn't go back up the steps and get out. And he went out a window of the basement. And then he said, "Oh, Mary, you won't believe this. I'll help you out the window." And she said, "I'm barefoot."
Oh.
And he said, "Well, give me a boat cushion. I'll
I
help
shouldn't
you
have
out.
watched
You can
that.
stand
My
on
bad.
it." So she says, I get out and I'm standing there and I'm looking, and there aren't houses, and trees are gone or bent, and there's a truck around a tree over here. And as I start looking down, I look on the ground, right in front of me, about 3 feet, are my flip-flops, both of them. She said they don't weigh any more than a feather, and both of them were right there. She would put her rings in the bedside table in the drawer at night, and the bedside table was gone. Of course, everything was gone. And when they did find the bedside table, part of it, her rings were still in the drawer.
Wow. Well, nice.
So, twice she had, you might say, a miracle out
Right.
of it.
Flip-flops and the rings.
Wasn't in the picture somewhere.
Right. He was there. He was watching over.
Most definitely.
It's been nice meeting you.
Nancy and
Nice meeting you.
Wendell.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep
Well,
it up.
so Wendell said that this house right here was just slightly damaged, but insurance was able to cover it, and so they got a brand new house. But this house coming up right here is the kind of the last house standing before the path and all the destruction. So this is the oldest house right here. And thankfully it made it through because it's a nice little Victorian kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a very nice house.
But even right here, you had just an empty lot where a home once stood. And I'll refer to some locations on Google Earth so you can see where we're at. But that was the location of a home. On Google Earth, the last house standing is right here. And that is indeed an empty lot that was previously occupied by a house before the storm. Now,
Ah, crap.
we're part of Parkersburg, and as you can see, it's a much different vibe. Trees are way smaller, homes are way newer. You know, still nice. It's always good to recover, and the rebuilding process looks like it's been going really well. But right now we're almost directly towards the center of the path, getting really close to it. There's a lot of empty lots. You can even see, like right here, there's probably a house between these two houses, and now it's just an empty green space that one of the homes next to them purchased. A couple trees did survive, though. I mean, that big tree over there definitely survived. Even in this new area, I see this massive tree here that looks like it could have been, you know, a victim of the tornado. Not
Yeah, it looks
100%
like
sure,
it.
but definitely appears to be that. Lots of green space. I mean, these were all houses at one point, and now it's just an empty green lot. But right here was the location of a fatality and the driveway to nowhere. So there are many empty lots in the area that we are looking at. Here's what the same street looked like back in 2007, and you can really see it well back in 1994.
I don't know why the quality is, like,
Come
not
up right
that
here.
good on
You have another abandoned driveway.
Google Earth. Like, when I tried to go
You still
back
see
to,
part
like,
of the
2003 or
foundation, too. It looks
something,
like it's kind
it just
of
looks
a
really
gravelly
blurry.
area, but right here there was another house. So we'll keep walking because I see a few other abandoned driveways coming up. I'll show you those as well. We're a little bit further to the east right now from where we were, but we're definitely coming up on what appears to be a foundation, a remnant from the tornado. We have an abandoned driveway right here.
Wow.
And then looks like just, you know, an old foundation right here. Who knows if that was part of the chimney, or I don't know what that was part of, but we got this whole little lot over here. And you'll find a lot of these driveways to nowhere throughout Parkersburg. They've done a great job rebuilding, but there is still some ruins, some remnants left. But this is definitely the location of, looks like a garage probably, I would guess, and you can even see the corner of the building right there. Now this was a low-grade EF5, still in the EF5 with the winds over 200 miles per hour, close to maybe 210 miles per hour. But yeah. So there's still some remnants here, still some scars from the past, from the tornado. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move a little bit out of the city to New Hartford, because New Hartford was also hit by the tornado. Well, parts out in the country were.
Okay.
So we're gonna go look at that. And there's also a bit of forest that I want to go to.
Okay.
There was an empty lot right here that I was gonna film.
Okay.
But it looks like they actually are rebuilding something. So that's always good to see. Like in the path. More empty lots. But everything is, you know, half of this town is brand new. Is you really have an old town and a new town. And there's a fine line, and that's the edge of the tornado. It also went through a little path of forest that we're gonna go check out, see if we can see the new tree growth versus the old tree growth. So this is the specific area of forest that we are heading to. It's situated right between Parkersburg and New Hartford. If we do a before and after, you can clearly see the tree damage done by the tornado. So there's just a huge empty space of forest that was completely wiped out. We're over here by the Parkersburg Co-op, and there's still some rubble. Probably not from the tornado, but you never know. Anyway,
Well, who knows?
we're going to go into some woods here and see if we can find More evidence of the path. There's a cemetery here, so it's got to be somewhat private. The Codell Cemetery. It's got this white picket fence. Still kind of walking back in the woods here, trying to find the new tree growth versus the old tree growth. Right here is a little creek. So I probably won't be able to go over there, but I wonder if you can find some debris back here too. Maybe in the wintertime we'll come back to look for debris. Yeah, you do have some newer trees. Smaller trees versus the old tree growth. But trees are a little bit smaller. I mean, it's been 15 years, so a lot of it has grown back, and there is a lot of foliage around here. But this right here, these railroad tracks were right in the path of the tornado as well. So there might be some damage from the tornado on those tracks on that bridge. New tree growth, and the old tree growth would be over there. And these silos right here were also destroyed by the tornado. Alright, I just want to hop on real quick for some clarity. I'm standing right here looking at this direction, and as you can see, that's just complete forest right there. But now today, the trees are gone. So looking at this photo, this view would have been completely obstructed by trees. And me looking straight ahead, all those trees, those are newer and younger trees compared to the trees near the cemetery. So you can see these trees right here were completely wiped out. And even though they look pretty big, even though they don't look like they're small new trees, it's been about 15 years. So there's been some major growth between the time of now and the tornado.
Think this tree fell down from the tornado, Jake? Say it.
Probably did.
You never know.
You never know. I mean, you never know, though. Interestingly enough, they did find some papers from the Parkersburg Bank up in Wisconsin. So debris could have gone pretty far. I mean, obviously paper can go further, but that doesn't mean that there's a couple appliances or fridges out in the middle of the woods from that tornado. Couldn't find any today. But in the wintertime, when everything is dead and you can see a lot more stuff and there's less mosquitoes and bugs, perhaps we'll come back and check it out. There actually wasn't too much damage done in the town of New Hartford, as the tornado just barely dodged it to the north. However, that doesn't mean that people weren't impacted. In fact, there were a few fatalities near New Hartford, and even a few foundations left by the storm. Well, there you have it. That concludes our trip through Parkersburg, Iowa. We saw some remnants. We saw some scars from the tornado. And right over there is Parkersburg. But as you can see, Butler County is now storm ready.
Yep.
Now, you don't see this on every county. This is kind of a unique to Butler County situation because of what they went through in 2008. But this could happen to you. This could happen to anyone in the future.
Yeah, this
so
could happen
sure
to anyone.
Butler County.
Really never know.
Storm ready. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Alright, well, that's it for my reaction to Searching for Remnants of the 2008 Parkersburg EF5 tornado by Swegle Studios. So, hope you all enjoyed the reaction. The link to the original video will be in the description below if you'd like to check it out, and I'll see you guys next time.